The glittering lights of Hollywood have long been a beacon for those seeking fame, fortune, and the allure of celebrity status. Yet, behind the glitz and glamour, many stars find themselves yearning for something more profound. For some, the limelight of fame pales in comparison to the transformative power of faith. These celebrities made the conscious decision to step away from their careers to pursue a deeper relationship with God, prioritizing spiritual fulfillment over worldly success. Their journeys are as compelling as they are inspiring, offering a glimpse into the profound impact faith can have on even the most public of lives. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. 1. Chris Tucker, a comedian's call to faith. Chris Tucker rose to prominence in the 1990s as one of Hollywood's most charismatic and hilarious comedic actors. Known for his iconic roles in films like Friday and the Rush Hour series, Tucker's energetic personality and rapid-fire humor made him a household name. However, as his career soared, Tucker felt a growing emptiness within. Raised in a devout Christian household in Atlanta, Tucker's faith had always been a part of his life, but the demands and temptations of Hollywood often tested his spiritual commitment. In the early 2000s, Tucker began to reassess his priorities. Despite the enormous success of the Rush Hour franchise, he turned down numerous lucrative roles, citing a desire to focus on his relationship with God. Tucker's decision was not without sacrifice. He stepped back from the peak of his career to dedicate time to his faith, becoming heavily involved in his church and community. His transformation also extended to his comedic content. Tucker consciously moved away from profanity-laden routines, seeking to craft humor that aligned with his values. Though his Hollywood presence diminished, Tucker found a renewed sense of purpose in his spiritual journey, proving that his faith outweighed the allure of fame. 2. Candace Cameron Bure, from sitcom star to faith advocate. Candace Cameron Bure first captured hearts as DJ Tanner on the beloved sitcom Full House. As a child star, she experienced the pressures of growing up in the spotlight, which often left her searching for stability. That foundation came in the form of her Christian faith, which she embraced wholeheartedly in her 20s after marrying former NHL player Valerie Bure. While many child stars struggled to transition into adulthood, Bure found clarity and purpose through her spiritual convictions. Her faith became the guiding force in her life and career decisions. In an industry that often champions compromise for the sake of success, Bure made it clear that her values were non-negotiable. She chose projects that aligned with her Christian beliefs, even if it meant turning down more mainstream opportunities. Bure's journey took her away from the frenetic pace of Hollywood to focus on her family and faith-based endeavors. She became a prominent figure in the Christian community, speaking at conferences and authoring books on faith, family, and parenting. When she eventually returned to the screen, it was with a deliberate focus on roles that reflected her values, such as her work on Hallmark Channel films. For Bure, Hollywood was not an ultimate destination, but a platform to share her faith with others. 3. Angus T. Jones, walking away from fame for faith. Angus T. Jones, known for his role as Jake Harper on the hit sitcom 2.5 Men, was one of television's highest-paid child actors. By the time he was in his late teens, Jones had earned widespread recognition and financial success. Yet beneath the surface of his fame, he struggled with the conflict between his role on the show and his burgeoning faith. In his early 20s, Jones underwent a spiritual awakening that led him to embrace Christianity more deeply. As he delved into his faith, he began to feel increasingly uncomfortable with the content of 2.5 Men, which often relied on raunchy humor and themes that conflicted with his beliefs. In a bold move, Jones publicly criticized the show and announced his decision to step away from acting. Jones's departure from the spotlight was a turning point in his life. He focused on his faith and education, enrolling in college and participating in faith-based organizations. His decision drew mixed reactions from fans and industry professionals, but Jones remained steadfast, valuing his spiritual integrity over the trappings of celebrity. His story serves as a powerful reminder of the sacrifices that often come with choosing faith over fame. 4. Lisa Whelchel, from sitcom fame to ministry. Lisa Whelchel rose to fame as Blair Warner on the popular sitcom The Facts of Life, a role that made her a teen idol in the 1980s. Behind the scenes, however, Whelchel was grappling with a deep desire to reconcile her faith with her Hollywood career. Raised in a Christian household, Whelchel's spiritual journey began at an early age, but the pressures of fame often posed challenges to her convictions. After the conclusion of The Facts of Life, Whelchel made the surprising decision to step away from acting. She shifted her focus to ministry, becoming a speaker, author, and advocate for Christian values. Her books, which include titles on parenting and faith, resonated with readers seeking guidance and inspiration. Welch's faith also shaped her personal life. She dedicated herself to homeschooling her children, viewing it as an extension of her commitment to nurturing their spiritual growth. In recent years, Welch has occasionally returned to the entertainment industry, but always on her terms, ensuring that her work aligns with her values. Her journey exemplifies the balance between staying true to one's beliefs and navigating the complexities of fame. 5. Kirk Cameron, from teen heartthrob to evangelical leader. Kirk Cameron became a household name in the 1980s as Mike Seaver on the sitcom Growing Pains. With his boyish charm and quick wit, Cameron was one of the most popular teen idols of his era. However, at the height of his fame, Cameron experienced a profound spiritual awakening that dramatically altered the trajectory of his life and career. In his early 20s, Cameron embraced Christianity and began to question the values promoted by the entertainment industry. He made the controversial decision to reject roles that conflicted with his faith, even if it meant sacrificing lucrative opportunities. Cameron's newfound convictions also led him to reassess his personal relationships, ultimately prioritizing his marriage and family life. Cameron transitioned from mainstream Hollywood to focus on faith-based projects, becoming a leading figure in Christian media. His films, such as Fireproof and Left Behind, reflected his commitment to sharing the gospel through storytelling. Beyond acting, Cameron became an outspoken advocate for Christian values, hosting events, and producing content aimed at strengthening families and communities. For Cameron, the decision to leave Hollywood was not a loss but a gain. He found purpose and fulfillment in his faith, using his platform to inspire others to embrace a life centered on God. 6. Megan Good, finding peace in faith. Megan Good's career in Hollywood began at a young age, with breakout roles in films like Eve's Bayou and Think Like a Man. Known for her talent and striking beauty, she quickly became one of the most recognizable faces in the entertainment industry. Yet, as her career blossomed, Good found herself yearning for a deeper connection to God amidst the pressures of Hollywood. Good's spiritual journey became central to her life when she married Devin Franklin, a film producer and pastor. The couple's shared faith became a cornerstone of their relationship, influencing both their personal and professional decisions. Good took a step back from roles that conflicted with her values, consciously choosing projects that allowed her to stay true to her beliefs. Her newfound focus extended beyond acting. Good became a vocal advocate for self-worth, modesty, and spiritual empowerment, particularly for young women navigating challenges in the modern world. She often speaks at faith-based events, sharing her testimony and encouraging others to prioritize their relationship with God over societal expectations. Though she remains active in Hollywood, her choices reflect her unwavering commitment to living out her faith authentically. 7. Jonathan Roumie, from struggling actor to portraying Jesus. Jonathan Roumie had a long career in Hollywood before his breakthrough role as Jesus Christ in the critically acclaimed series The Chosen. Prior to his success, Roumie experienced the difficulties of being a working actor, often struggling to make ends meet and questioning whether he was on the right path. His turning point came when he surrendered his career to God, fully committing to his faith and trusting that his spiritual journey would guide his professional one. This act of faith opened doors Roumie hadn't imagined. His portrayal of Jesus not only brought him widespread recognition, but also deepened his own relationship with God. Roumie's work on The Chosen is more than a role, it's a ministry. He sees it as an opportunity to share God's love with millions around the world. Outside of acting, Roumie actively engages in ministry work, speaking at churches and events about the importance of faith in the face of adversity. His story is a testament to the power of trusting in God's plan, even when the future seems uncertain. By embracing his spiritual calling, Roumie transformed both his career and his life. 8. Alice Cooper, the rock star who turned to God. Alice Cooper's name is synonymous with shock rock and theatrical stage performances, but behind the makeup and larger-than-life persona lies a man transformed by faith. Born Vincent Fernier, Cooper rose to fame in the 1970s with hits like School's Out and No More Mr. Nice Guy. His wild lifestyle, fueled by alcohol and drugs, was emblematic of the rock and roll scene. However, Cooper's life took a dramatic turn when he faced a crisis that forced him to confront his self-destructive behavior. He rediscovered his Christian faith, which had been instilled in him as a child by his pastor father. Cooper credits his wife Cheryl for helping him find his way back to God and for supporting his journey to sobriety. Today, Cooper remains active in music, but approaches his career with a renewed sense of purpose. He views his platform as an opportunity to share his faith, often discussing how his belief in God saved him from ruin. Despite his continued presence in the rock world, Cooper's life is now a testimony to the transformative power of redemption and grace. 9. Patricia Heaton, a life of faith beyond sitcoms. Patricia Heaton is best known for her roles on beloved sitcoms like Everybody Loves Raymond and The Middle. With a career spanning decades, Heaton achieved success that many actors only dream of. However, her faith journey has been equally significant in shaping her life. Raised in a devout Catholic family, Heaton's relationship with God deepened as she navigated the challenges of Hollywood. Her faith became her anchor during difficult times, including personal struggles and professional setbacks. Heaton often speaks about the importance of prayer and the role it has played in her decisions, both in her career and in her personal life. Heaton's commitment to her faith extends beyond her own life. She is a passionate advocate for humanitarian causes, often aligning herself with organizations that reflect her Christian values. Despite the secular nature of the entertainment industry, Heaton remains unapologetically vocal about her beliefs, inspiring others to embrace their faith in a similar way. Her story illustrates how it is possible to thrive in Hollywood without compromising one's spiritual convictions. 10. Tyler Perry, the director who put God first. Tyler Perry's journey from poverty to becoming one of Hollywood's most successful filmmakers is nothing short of extraordinary. Known for his Medea franchise and a slew of other hits, Perry's career is a testament to his resilience, creativity, and faith in God. Perry has often credited his success to his unwavering belief in divine guidance. Perry's faith has been a driving force in his work. Many of his films and plays are infused with themes of redemption, forgiveness, and the power of prayer. Perry's personal life also reflects his commitment to God. He has spoken openly about how his struggles, including experiences of abuse and homelessness, were transformed by his reliance on faith. In addition to his entertainment career, Perry uses his platform to give back, often citing his Christian values as the inspiration for his philanthropy. Whether it's building homes for those in need or supporting charitable causes, Perry's actions mirror his beliefs. By prioritizing his faith, Perry has not only built an empire but also created a legacy centered on helping others and glorifying God. 11. Stephen Baldwin, from Hollywood rebel to evangelical speaker. Stephen Baldwin, the youngest of the famous Baldwin brothers, had a successful career in Hollywood, appearing in films like The Usual Suspects and Biodome. Known for his rebellious spirit and wild lifestyle, Baldwin seemed the least likely of his family to undergo a dramatic transformation. However, in the early 2000s, Baldwin experienced a spiritual awakening that changed the course of his life. His wife, Kenya, who had embraced Christianity years earlier, played a pivotal role in introducing Baldwin to faith. After witnessing the impact of her prayers and steadfast belief, Baldwin committed his life to God. He stepped away from mainstream Hollywood to focus on his newfound purpose, sharing the gospel. Baldwin became a prominent evangelical speaker, traveling the world to share his testimony. He also authored books about his journey and became involved in faith-based media projects. Though his decision to prioritize faith over his acting career drew criticism from some, Baldwin found peace and fulfillment in his spiritual calling. Today, he continues to use his platform to inspire others to seek a deeper relationship with God. 12. Adriana Lima, a supermodel's spiritual transformation. Adriana Lima, one of the most iconic Victoria's Secret angels, spent years as a symbol of beauty and glamour. Her career as a supermodel made her a global star, yet Lima's personal life was deeply rooted in her Catholic faith. Raised in Brazil, she maintained her spiritual convictions even as she navigated the pressures of the fashion industry. Despite the secular nature of her work, Lima was outspoken about her beliefs. She carried a Bible with her on modeling shoots and regularly attended Mass. Her faith guided her decisions, including her vow to remain celibate until marriage, a stance that set her apart in an industry known for its hedonistic culture. In recent years, Lima shifted her focus from modeling to philanthropic and spiritual endeavors. She has spoken about the importance of finding balance and staying true to one's values, even in the face of immense societal pressures. For Lima, her career was never an end in itself, but a means to live out her faith and inspire others to do the same. 13. Lou Gramm, a rock legend's journey to redemption. Lou Gramm, the legendary frontman of the rock band Foreigner, enjoyed massive success in the 1970s and 1980s with hits like I Wanna Know What Love Is and Cold as Ice. However, behind the scenes, Gramm struggled with substance abuse and the pressures of fame. His life took a dramatic turn when he faced a near-death experience after being diagnosed with a brain tumor in the late 1990s. During his recovery, Gramm found solace in his Christian faith, which he credits with giving him the strength to overcome his challenges. The experience prompted him to reevaluate his life and career. He stepped away from the rock and roll lifestyle, focusing instead on his health, family, and spiritual growth. Graham's renewed faith also influenced his music. He began incorporating themes of hope and redemption into his work, and often performed at faith-based events. Though he no longer pursued the heights of mainstream fame, Graham found a deeper sense of purpose in his relationship with God, proving that spiritual fulfillment far outweighed the fleeting pleasures of celebrity. 14. Donna Summer, the Queen of Disco's spiritual awakening. Donna Summer, widely known as the Queen of Disco, dominated the music charts in the 1970s with hits like Last Dance and Hot Stuff. Her sultry voice and captivating performances made her a cultural icon. However, as her fame grew, Summer felt increasingly disconnected from the values she had been raised with in her Christian household. In the late 1970s, Summer experienced a profound spiritual awakening after a series of personal and professional struggles. She reconnected with her faith and committed her life to God. This transformation marked a turning point in her career and personal life. She began writing music that reflected her beliefs, including the gospel-inspired hit, I Believe in Jesus. Summer's decision to embrace her faith came at a cost. Some fans and industry insiders criticized her for stepping away from the disco image that had made her famous. Nevertheless, Summer remained steadfast, choosing to prioritize her spiritual well-being over commercial success. Her legacy is a testament to the courage it takes to follow one's convictions, even in the face of public scrutiny. 15. Dave Mustaine, heavy metal's road to faith. Dave Mustaine, the founder and lead vocalist of the heavy metal band Megadeth, is a surprising addition to the list of celebrities who left behind a life of excess for faith. Known for his aggressive lyrics and tumultuous past, Mustaine lived the archetypal rock star lifestyle, complete with substance abuse and personal conflicts. However, his life took a dramatic turn after he suffered a debilitating arm injury in 2002. During his recovery, Mustaine underwent a spiritual awakening that led him to embrace Christianity. He publicly shared his journey, speaking about how his faith helped him overcome addiction and mend fractured relationships. Mustaine's transformation extended to his music. While Megadeth remained true to its heavy metal roots, Mustaine made a conscious effort to avoid themes that conflicted with his beliefs. Mustaine's faith journey drew both admiration and criticism from fans, but he remained unapologetic. He used his platform to discuss the importance of forgiveness and redemption, inspiring others within the heavy metal community to explore their own spiritual paths. His story is a powerful reminder that faith can thrive even in the most unexpected places. 16. Tom Selleck, from Magnum P.I. to a life of quiet faith. Tom Selleck, best known for his iconic role as Thomas Magnum in the hit TV series Magnum P.I., built a successful career in Hollywood, becoming one of television's most beloved leading men. However, behind the charm and charisma was a man deeply grounded in his faith and family values. Selleck's commitment to Christianity has been a guiding force throughout his life, even as he navigated the demands of Hollywood. Selleck often credits his faith for keeping him humble and helping him avoid the pitfalls of celebrity life. Rather than chasing endless projects or succumbing to the allure of superstardom, he made deliberate choices to step back from the limelight at times, focusing instead on his personal life. A devoted husband and father, Selleck chose roles that allowed him to maintain a balance between work and family, ensuring his faith remained a priority. Though he rarely discusses his faith in the media, Selleck's life reflects the quiet strength of a man dedicated to living out his values. His humility, work ethic, and commitment to integrity serve as an example of how faith can provide stability and direction even in the often chaotic world of Hollywood. 17. Sheila Walsh, from pop star to Christian author. Sheila Walsh began her career as a Scottish pop singer and television personality in the 1980s, gaining fame for her work on the Christian music program, The 700 Club. Despite her success in the entertainment industry, Walsh struggled with depression and feelings of inadequacy. It was during one of the darkest periods of her life that she experienced a profound encounter with God, transforming her faith and reshaping her career. Walsh stepped away from the music and television industries to focus on her healing and spiritual growth. She later returned to the public eye as a Christian author and speaker, using her platform to share her testimony and encourage others facing similar struggles. Her honesty about her mental health journey resonated deeply with audiences, particularly within the Christian community. Over the years, Walsh has written numerous best-selling books and become a sought-after speaker at women's conferences and faith-based events. Her decision to prioritize her relationship with God over the trappings of fame has allowed her to touch countless lives, offering hope and inspiration to those in need. 18. Michael Vick, from NFL superstar to faith advocate. Michael Vick's journey from NFL stardom to public disgrace and eventual redemption is one of the most dramatic transformations in modern sports. Once a celebrated quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, Vick's career came to a screeching halt in 2007 when he was convicted for his involvement in a dogfighting ring. Sentenced to prison, Vick faced the consequences of his actions and the loss of everything he had worked for. During his time in prison, Vick turned to faith, seeking solace and guidance in God. He publicly expressed regret for his past behavior and began the long process of rebuilding his life. Upon his release, Vick found support in his faith and dedicated himself to becoming a better person. Though he returned to the NFL, his focus shifted from personal glory to using his platform for good. He became an advocate for animal rights and a mentor to at-risk youth, often citing his faith as the driving force behind his transformation. Vick's story is a powerful example of how faith can lead to redemption and a renewed sense of purpose, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. 19. Jennifer Knapp, a singer-songwriter's bold faith journey. Jennifer Knapp rose to fame in the Christian music industry in the late 1990s with her Grammy-nominated albums and heartfelt lyrics. Her songs, such as Undo Me and A Little More, resonated deeply with audiences seeking authenticity and spiritual connection. However, at the height of her success, Knapp chose to step away from the industry, citing burnout and a need for self-discovery. During her hiatus, Knapp wrestled with questions of identity and faith, eventually coming out as a lesbian in 2010. Her decision to return to music while openly addressing her sexuality and her relationship with God sparked significant controversy within the Christian community. Despite the backlash, Knapp remained steadfast in her belief that faith and love could coexist. Knapp's story is one of courage and conviction. She continues to write and perform music that reflects her journey, blending themes of faith, love, and self-acceptance. By choosing to live authentically, Knapp has opened doors for meaningful conversations about inclusivity and spirituality, inspiring others to embrace their own paths. 20. Montel Jordan, from R&B star to Pastor Montel Jordan, the voice behind the 1995 R&B hit This Is How We Do It, enjoyed a thriving music career during the 1990s and early 2000s. Known for his smooth vocals and party anthems, Jordan became a prominent figure in the music industry. Yet despite his success, he felt a growing emptiness that no amount of fame or fortune could fill. In the early 2010s, Jordan experienced a spiritual awakening that led him to leave the music industry and dedicate his life to ministry. Alongside his wife, Kristen, he became a pastor at Victory World Church in Georgia, focusing on marriage counseling and faith-based mentorship. Jordan saw his transition as a way to use his talents for a higher purpose, serving God and helping others. Though he occasionally performs and writes music, Jordan's primary focus is on his ministry work. His story exemplifies the power of faith to redefine success and provide lasting fulfillment. By walking away from a high-profile career, Jordan found peace and purpose in serving others, proving that true success lies in aligning one's life with God's plan. 21. Kathie Lee Gifford. From Morning Show host to faith-focused storyteller, Kathie Lee Gifford became a household name as the co-host of Live with Regis and Kathie Lee and later The Today Show, where her warmth and humor charmed millions. Behind the scenes, however, Gifford's life was deeply influenced by her Christian faith. Raised in a Jewish Christian household, she embraced her relationship with God early in life and often spoke openly about her beliefs, even in the secular world of television. After leaving her high-profile morning show career, Gifford shifted her focus to faith-based projects. She began writing and producing Christian-themed books, films, and music, seeking to inspire others with messages of hope and redemption. Her passion for storytelling took a deeply spiritual turn as she collaborated on works like The God Who Sees, a musical narrative inspired by biblical stories. Gifford often credits her faith for guiding her through life's challenges, including the loss of her husband, Frank Gifford. She has used her platform to encourage others to find solace and strength in God, proving that faith can be both a personal anchor and a source of creative inspiration. 22. Rebecca St. James. From Christian music star to family-centered faith advocate, Rebecca St. James was one of the most prominent Christian music artists of the late 1990s and early 2000s. With her Grammy-winning albums and powerful voice, she became a leading figure in the faith-based music industry. However, at the height of her career, St. James made the surprising decision to step back from the spotlight to focus on her growing family and deepen her walk with God. During her hiatus, St. James embraced a quieter life, dedicating herself to motherhood and ministry. She wrote books on faith and relationships, sharing her journey with fans and encouraging young women to live with purpose and conviction. Her teachings on purity and intentional living resonated with a generation seeking spiritual guidance. St. James eventually returned to music, but with a renewed focus on her family and faith. Her story illustrates how stepping away from a career to prioritize God and loved ones can lead to an even richer, more fulfilling life. 23. Denzel Washington, a leading man led by faith. Denzel Washington, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors, has never shied away from speaking about his faith. With a career spanning decades and countless accolades, including Academy Awards for Glory and Training Day, Washington remains grounded by his deep Christian beliefs, which have shaped both his personal life and career choices. Washington credits his Pentecostal minister father and his own prayer life for instilling in him a strong spiritual foundation. Despite his success, he has often prioritized his faith over Hollywood's expectations, seeking roles that align with his values and mentoring younger actors about the importance of faith and humility. In recent years, Washington has taken a more active role in ministry, often speaking at churches and conferences about his spiritual journey. He regularly emphasizes the importance of staying connected to God, sharing how his faith has guided him through challenges and triumphs alike. For Washington, acting is not merely a profession, but a platform to glorify God and inspire others. 24. Jane Fonda, a life transformed by spiritual renewal. Jane Fonda's career as an actress, activist, and fitness icon is legendary. Known for her roles in classics like Clute and On Golden Pond, Fonda was a cultural icon long before she began her spiritual journey. After years of navigating the highs and lows of fame, Fonda experienced a personal awakening in the early 2000s that led her to embrace Christianity. Fonda has described her faith journey as a process of seeking deeper meaning in her life. While she had achieved incredible success, she felt a spiritual void that only God could fill. Activism and personal growth. Though she continues to work in Hollywood, Fonda's focus on her faith has become an integral part of her identity. She often speaks about the role spirituality plays in her life, using her platform to encourage others to pursue inner peace and connection with God. Her story is a testament to the fact that it's never too late to embrace faith and let it shape your life for the better. 25. Kanye West, a musical icon's radical faith journey. Kanye West's name is synonymous with innovation and controversy in the music industry. As one of the most influential artists of his generation, West has consistently pushed boundaries with his music, fashion, and cultural impact. However, in 2019, West underwent a highly publicized spiritual transformation that led him to embrace Christianity in a profound way. This change was marked by the release of his gospel-inspired album Jesus is King, which topped charts and introduced his faith to a global audience. West also began hosting Sunday service events, blending worship, music, and sermons in a unique and deeply personal expression of his spirituality. He publicly declared his commitment to living a Christ-centered life, a stark departure from his earlier persona. West's faith journey has not been without its challenges or critics, but he has remained vocal about his belief that God's grace has transformed his life. He has used his platform to share his testimony, influence his creative work, and inspire others to explore their own relationship with God. West's story is a bold reminder of the power of faith to redefine even the most high-profile lives. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on celebrities leaving Hollywood to pursue faith? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.